Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
We are wrapping up our time here at Glacier National Park. It has been stunning and phenomenal. We camped 2 nights alongside our friends Butch and Peggy. I've actually met them through our Patreon page. We have a little Patreon page and they're members over there. And whoops. Anyway, they happen to be coming and we happen to be coming, and it just worked out that we could.
We did dinner the first night. They cooked dinner last night.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
times.
So the first day we were here, Dave has really wanted to ride his bike up the Going to the Sun Road. I always want to say highway. Going to the Sun Road. So we're camped at Sprague Campground.
Right on Lake McDonald.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So the first day he did take his bike up the Going to the Sun Road. It was open all the way to, is it Logan
Pass on the Continental Divide. It's 6,600 feet elevation.
Yeah. However, that first day he did not get to the top because
it was farther than I thought, and I told her I'd be back in 2 hours, and there was no way I was going to make it.
Anyway, but check this out. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So this is from his first ride up the mountain.
Okay, I'm heading up to Going to the Sun Road from the Sprague Campground, and I have no idea how long it's going to take me. I think it's 10-ish miles, but I'll find out when I get there. Well, I guess from here, where the road's closed, it's 16 miles to Logan Pass, so Irene might be worried about me when I get back, so should be cool. Been climbing for about an hour, 13, 14 miles up, and I'm gonna have to decide pretty soon whether I turn around or go to the summit. I think people might be worried about me because we're supposed to have dinner, so I guess I should look at the map. I thought sure it was 16 miles from the visitor center entrance, not from the road closed mark, so awesome ride. I want to keep going, so if I ride fast enough, maybe I can make it. If not, I'll redo it in the morning. Wow, it's just absolutely stunning. You come right up here, pack a lunch, pack all your gears. You need lots of gears. I need to shift down more, but I can't. Once again, like on the McKenzie, bit of a tail or a headwind, just what I need. So I am almost 17 miles up at Heaven's Peak. And I'm going to turn around even though I don't want to. It is already 4 o'clock, about the time I told Irene I'd be back. Pitch of this climb, 5.5 miles to go. That's another hour climb. Hour and a half down if I really move. 6 o'clock. I'm gonna come back, Irene. I don't want you worrying about me, so maybe in the morning I'll get up early and do it again. That'd be cool.
After he got back, we actually wanted to cook bacon apple pie because that's kind of our thing, right? We wanted to share an apple pie with Peggy and Butch. We had a little snafu because the wind was so crazy. Dave had to really protect. He couldn't get it up to temperature.
Yeah, the wind was cooling it off too much. I had my cover on it. I had a wind block. So I wrapped tinfoil around it trying to maintain the heat, but lesson learned, I have the Coleman camp oven on top of the gas one single burner cook stove and it works awesome, but I wrapped tinfoil all the way around it and it melted the knob. Looked funny, so I took the tinfoil off and the knob was actually falling off of the burner, so don't wrap.
Yeah, we're trying to protect the heat and it just...
Too much heat it's heating up the bottom of that oven and it's pushing down in there and it's no place to go. So I guess when it's super windy like that, we're not making apple pie. That's the rule.
That's the moral of the story. Also, yeah, don't do what we did. This is a how not to do it channel, remember, folks. Good morning. The wind died down, so we get to enjoy something Butch made yesterday in his vintage Coleman oven. I'll have to go over there and show them what that looks like. Tell us what we got here, Butch.
It's a banana blueberry bread.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. A lot less windy this morning, huh? Yeah.
Who's cutting it?
I think Dave. Dave's the one.
Oh boy.
Needs to carbo load.
That's right. He's going up the mountain.
He'll figure out what size is right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain, so whatever he does. Yeah.
Go for it, Dave.
So you guys have the full-size Zion, and you're loving it so far.
Love it.
And
Yeah.
you are recently retired. You guys are both footloose and fancy-free, and already considering downsizing your property
Yeah.
because it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
When you could be off having
Convincing
adventures.
him.
Yeah, and we've done 2.5 months down in Arizona.
Oh
so,
yeah, that's right. You took a longer
so
trip.
we know what it's like living in our van.
Yeah, you've caught the bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
That's
enjoy
why
it.
when we came back, we were home for a month. Had to go to the Olympic Peninsula.
Yeah.
And we were home for another month and had to come up here.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm
So-
envious of the Olympic Peninsula trip. We've not been up there. In fact, we haven't done much of Washington at all, which is kind of silly because we're in Oregon so much. But now we need to do that. Was it hard to find boondocking spots there? Or were
We
you in campgrounds
actually
mostly?
Camped at like Fort Warden State Park.
Okay,
Camped at a county park on Whidbey Island.
nice.
Another state park
Okay.
near Mount Vernon.
Did you have to plan ahead for that, or did you just snag spots? Oh, good.
Winged it.
That'll work for us. We
Yeah.
like to wing it.
We like to wing it.
How's the bread, babe? Was it
It's
a
really good,
thumbs
Butch.
up? I
Yeah.
saw a thumbs up over
Very
here.
good.
Which is a
Alright.
good baker.
Yeah,
A little
I'll
full
say.
for the butter, but
I have to watch out because he gets to bake it at home, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to
I'm a-
check yourself every once in a while.
Drink lots of water, go outside.
That's
This will work.
Well, cheers. Cheers to new friends.
Cheers.
All
Cheers.
right, cheers.
So then the second day, I got up in the morning. Okay, now I have to redo that ride, and it was a pretty good grind. It was I rode up 17 miles from camp before I turned around, and it's pretty steep up there. So I got back next morning. I'm gonna ride up there.
Yeah.
Get going. Get probably 7 miles from the summit, and there's construction and a closed sign, and a guy standing there saying, "It's closed." Should have kept climbing yesterday. I am probably 8 miles from the summit, and it's closed for road construction from here until 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I guess I have to decide, ride back down and do it again this afternoon. Guess we'll see what everyone wants to do, see what my legs want to do. Exactly 3 o'clock and they've opened it up. Had some lunch, rode back down, had some lunch, and rode back up here. Got here at 2:30 hoping it would open early, but they didn't. So exactly 3 o'clock, and let's go find the summit. Sheep. Oh my God. They're amazing. Oh my gosh.
That is awesome.
Oh, that was so cool. Three of them. Oh my gosh. Don't mind us, sorry to bother you. Should be just about to the summit of Logan Pass. Well, that was awesome. Most amazing scenic rides I've ever done. Hope the video does it justice. Got the helmet camera on, and I'll just leave it on until it either runs out or I get back. There's some pretty spectacular views. I just couldn't film it all going up, so we'll see what I get going down. Yeah, the mountain, or the bighorn sheep?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. I saw them coming up. We saw like 7 of them.
Yeah, one came like right over me.
Well, I've ridden in what 37 states ish now in 5 provinces, and this is by far the most epic bike ride I've ever done. Partly because of the scenery and partly because of where you're at and that there's no one else really there. There's no cars, there's no tourists. It's just you and a couple other cyclists, and it's as people saw this park many years ago before it was a park. That's how I felt. It was kind of, is that a little deep?
No.
But anyway, then
that's
when I got to the top, it was super windy and cold, and I put the camera on the helmet, and I just left it on, and I rode down the mountain. Oh, I haven't seen the footage yet, but on the way up, I filmed probably 6 or 7 bighorn sheep. And then on the way down, one while I was filming, one came out in the road right in front of me.
Wasn't that amazing? Crazy. I don't know because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure it is just phenomenal. We definitely come back here. The one thing, and I say this at every national park we go to, is Pistol cannot go anywhere. We took her for laps around the campground. She was not even allowed on the Going to the Sun road, even though it's a paved road. And auto traffic is allowed later in the year, but no dogs allowed. So it's always a big bummer for us because she is such a huge part of everything we do.
Just look at that sleepy dog.
So, I mean, I love national parks, but I would come back and explore probably without her sometime, like in 20 years.
Oh, I would love to hike that 5-mile trail to Avalanche Lake.
Yeah.
There's so many trails to explore, but
From what I hear, everywhere you go here is stunning and beautiful. So I don't think you can go wrong. They have boat tours. There's a train.
But don't tell anyone. We don't want it any more busy than it is. So
Right.
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah. So this campground fills up at night, and I think most of them do. Some of them are not even open yet. So
Yeah, but this is what, Sprague?
Sprague.
Every day we've been here. What's today? Midweek. Anyway, we were 2 nights midweek, and there's plenty of spots to get during the day, and then just in the evening everyone kind of fills them up real quick. But
Yeah.
midweek, first week of June, if you're a cyclist, it's tough to beat.
Yeah.
I heard that Crater Lake has the same thing where they have
Oh, really?
bikes only time around Crater Lake. So we need some time to do Mackenzie Pass like I did a couple weeks ago, Crater Lake, and then here.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome. Cool. So next time you see us, we may be in another state. We're actually going to make tracks today. It's raining. We're heading out of the park. We're heading east, y'all know, towards New Jersey, but we're taking the long way. So up and over and into Canada. I think we're going to stop in Winnipeg and then stop in Kenora and then stop in Ontario.
Whoa, with the planning.
Whoa.
Whoa, with the planning.
Whoa. So, yeah, we'll see where we're at next time we see you. Carry on.
Carry on.